Well, hello. Today is day 8 of November 30 Days of Thanks. We are at the African Custom Knives office, and we are waiting for our knife maker to get online. He's actually joining in just a few minutes, and we are going to have him live. In fact, let's see if we can get him on right now. Let's see. We're going live with Taze. Let's see, we're waiting on him to log in. Waiting, connecting. Taze!
Hey, how's it, guys?
It's going good. How are you?
Well, good this side, man.
Well, good. Well, today is November 8th, 2018. And it is Thursday, and we do 30 days of thanks where we're thankful for a new knife maker every day. And today, it just so happens today's your day, and that we're thankful for you because you do these things and you put out these knives. It just happens to be that you put out something this morning that we're going to have to talk about. Now we're going to get to it, but it looks like you're causing a little bit of stir in the knife community with some of these things you keep doing, like
Yes.
like giving away knives to other dealers. Come on, bro. But before any of that, we're going to get to all of that. But first thing is first, how's things going in South Africa?
No, we're all good this side, man. It's so good to be living in South Africa. You often hear people saying, "What's it like there? Are there lions in the street? You know, are you okay? Are you safe?" We're good. Don't worry, we're fine. My kids are allowed in the streets. It's absolutely fine. There are no lions, and we're in a lovely. We're going into summer, so I'm very happy. Yeah, everything's fine here in SA, man. We're loving it.
Well, I'm thankful for you. I know that you're thankful to be where you are and what you're doing. But I know this, before we get into some specific things, tell us a little bit about your background and tell us, some of the people that know you are just getting to know you as a knife maker. And so
Yeah.
they don't know where you kind of came from or what you kind of did. How did you get started in knife making? How about we start there?
Okay, I'd say about 5 years ago, I got started with knife making. I actually saw a guy called Lowry Bladeworks, and he's in Cape Town, based in Cape Town, and he makes kitchen knives. And I was traveling to Cape Town, and I messaged him and I said, "Hey man, can I come check your workshop out?" And he said, "Come along." And I went and saw his workshop, and when I saw the stuff, he had a grinder and a little drill press, and I thought, I can do this, man. So I came back home, and he actually mentioned to me that there's a very famous knife maker in PE. You got to look him up. And he mentioned Rob Brown. So
Yeah.
when I came back, I contacted Rob, and he was my mentor. Over many years, our friendship developed, and I was eventually spending more time at Rob's house than I was at my house. And knife making just completely consumed me. And I was relatively unknown for a long time, but I was doing groundwork with Rob. He was teaching me the basics of fixed blade making, and he was a perfectionist and incredible guy.
Right.
And it was after his passing that it really hit me very hard. And after his passing, I made my first slip joint in memory of him.
Yeah.
And it was some materials that he had given me. And I still have that slippy. It was a Lanny clip. And I posted it online on Instagram. And man, within a few minutes, I had guys saying, "Hey, I'll give you $400 for that." I was like, "What? You'll do what?" So I said, "This one's not for sale, but I'll make another one." And that's how it started. And I just started making slip joints because they were pretty technical and the designs were intricate, the mechanisms. And to get them right was a challenge. And because I've got an engineering background, I found them fascinating. And I've been making ever since. So that was my kind of entry. And I was able to push out a very good slip joint, even though I hadn't done them before, because the basics of knife making were pretty ingrained into me by Rob. So that's how I got started in it, man.
Awesome. Well, and you just recently made a transition to full time, right?
Yeah, that's right. My whole plan was
Wait,
to be
wait, wait,
full time.
wait. I'm gonna interrupt myself. Interrupt that question. What were you doing previously, and how did you make that transition? That way, because a lot of guys don't know your background.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Okay, well, I've had my own business since 2008. I hire construction equipment like trucks and TLBs and those sorts of things. Big machinery.
Right.
And in our economic environment now, it's pretty tough. But that business is still going. I've employed somebody to continue running that business, and I've transitioned to full-time knife making. Slowly but surely, over this year, I've let more and more go of my current business, and have taken hold of the knife making more full-time. So people that have been on my books for, I think I finished a knife last week, a Lanny clip. I think you may have seen it. That I took that order in February 2017.
So you're a little bit behind on your custom orders.
little bit behind, but I'm catching up very quickly. So I mean, I have done builds other than what I do on the books. I mean, I love to be challenged, so I'll do some things that really tick my boxes. And
Right.
I mean, I also do giveaways. So I love to give to the knife community. They've embraced me so warmly, and for me to give back is an absolute privilege and pleasure. So every 1,000 that I get on Instagram, I can't wait to do a giveaway. And I recently hit 4,000 and did a fixed blade mini Dino giveaway with a Timesco shield.
Let's talk about that. What?
I saw a comment. Sorry, I saw a comment later on that the guys were saying it's all over the knife forums that a dealer has won the giveaway knife. So I said, well, is that a good or a bad thing? I had no idea that it was a bad thing for a dealer to win a knife. I mean, all I'd ask for is you comment below, you're in with a chance. And yeah, so it was a really sad thing for me to see some members of the knife community freak out because a dealer won it. I mean, Vince, from my dealings with him, an incredible guy.
Great guy.
And I mean, I haven't supplied Fort Henry custom knives, just a disclaimer. I mean, I haven't done any business with Vince yet, but I hope to in the future. And he was very saddened by it. He apologized on behalf of the community too, saying, we're really sorry, Tay, something so good has turned so bad. But you know what, Nolan, I kept, Nathan, sorry, I kept my nose clean, and I just apologized if I offended guys. It really wasn't my intention. And guys came back to me later in private messages, actually apologizing for it. So, I mean, I've made good with those guys that had an initial sort of response to that. And I see their point, but, you know, it's my giveaway. So it's my criteria. If I want to give it to whomever, I give it to whomever, you know. So congrats to Vince. I mean, he's passed it on now, and what an incredible gesture. He didn't need to, but he has. I mean, his giveaway, I think, is currently live, or it ends today. And some lucky guy's going to get that knife. And thanks, Vince, for that.
Yeah, I think and just so you know what I think it's pretty unfair that I didn't win it. In fact, I'm gonna go to Vince's Instagram today, and I'm gonna join the thing, and I'm hoping that he picks me to win that knife because it's awesome.
Another dealer. Yeah, that'll be great. Go for it.
That'll really shake things up, won't it?
That would, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the deal. If you didn't make knives, because this has been you make beautiful knives, and we actually seen some of the other knife makers join in this conversation just in the comments and stuff. And I'm sure they have questions. So if you have a question, feel free to comment down, and we'll ask Taze a question. But my question for you is, if you didn't make knives, what would you do creatively to just get that out? Because that's something that's innately inside you, to do something as beautiful as what you do. What would you do?
Yeah, I would explode. I mean, even when I was working full time in the corporate world, my mind was so active. I was designing things. I actually designed. I want to just flick the screen around here and show you what I built. This looks like an absolute mess. I don't know if you can see wires and crazy things, but this is a little CNC, a wooden CNC machine that I built. I'm using it as a table now, but has it gone dead? Can you see me?
It's a little dark, but it's a little dark.
A bit dark. Yeah, I'm going to switch it around. Okay. I built machines to make machines, and I've designed furniture, and I built and designed furniture. So I was always doing something creative with my hands. I mean, in my workshop, I've got a place on that side over there where there's wooden, equipment for wooden tools, and on this side of the workshop is my knife side where I've got all my knife stuff. So yeah, I'm constantly being creative. If it wasn't for knife making, I don't know, I'd explode. I really would.
Well, and that's one of the things we notice about a lot of African makers is that they're making their own machines, and they're doing. You guys are creating the things that you need to have, even though you might not have the, necessary. You build your own tools if you can't go and buy the tools.
That's right. We got to build them. I'm just moving to the room because I've got to get some power here. My phone's on low battery.
Okay, well, we don't want to lose you. That's for sure.
That's fine. I'm just going to plug in now, and then we'll have some privacy here. I can close the door. There we go.
All right, so that's another question I have, because some of the other knife makers, they have blackouts in South Africa, and they have where they just shut off all the electricity. Does that happen where you are, or what?
Well, look, I'm in a main city, so it doesn't really happen that much. Yeah, I mean, power failures are not the norm, but we do have them from time to time. But it's certainly not every day. Maybe once or twice a year we might have an issue for a few hours. I don't know if that's normal in the rest of the world, but it's normal here.
Okay, so the question is now, I know that you left your workshop, and my next question was actually, what do you have on your workbench right now? So that I was going to let us look at it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have, tell us about what's on your workbench right now that you're excited about or that you're looking forward to doing.
I've been spending the last 3 days of my life on this one build that you saw today. So that is all that's on my workbench, and I've got it right here. If you want to see that. Mm-hmm. I'm starting a few builds tomorrow. I've got 2 city knives that I'm starting tomorrow, and your brother's knife is in the build there.
Wait, he gets a knife and I don't get a knife? What the? I'm gonna have to.
I want a knife too. I want one too.
I think you pretty much have everybody. You have everybody in the comment
that
section.
I gave you guys might not see the sunshine outside your doors. That Westian carbon fiber baller.
Well, we're excited to see what's next. We're excited to see what's going to happen in the next little bit and what you got going on. We might have something that we can collaborate on. I don't know. That's yes. Something that could happen soon. Yes. And we had somebody say, read my question. And Johan says, what's in the box?
What's in the box? Do you guys want to see what's in the box?
We want to see what's in the box. We're going to go back. Chase is going to go and look at some questions in a second, but let's see what's in the box.
Okay. I'm going to just flick this around.
Oh, yeah.
This is a bigger box. So this... Let's get some light on this here. Can you see what's in the box?
Oh man, it's nice. Now you posted some pictures, and we're going to repost your pictures a little bit later so that people can get some better up close pics of it. But yeah. Tell us about this build. Tell us why you did it, and how it came about.
Well, I mean, it was actually quite strange. On Sunday night, I thought, I must get hold of Nati. That's Black Snow Customs.
Right.
And I want to just ask him if I'll put it out there, if he minds that I build one of his mini sabotages in a slip joint format. And so I sent him a message. I mean, we'd spoken a little bit before, so it wasn't out of the blue that I was contacting him. And he said he was very excited about it. He said, you got to go for it. You got to do it. So I immediately got working on it. Even on Sunday night, I was working out the mechanism, which was an absolute nightmare because the entire blade fits into that little handle. And it's a big blade. So I had to and also didn't have a kick in the design. I couldn't design a kick into it. So, you know, slip joints usually use the kick to stop the blade as it's in the closed position. And so I had to, in the design, put a stop pin on the inside of the knife. And the blade is, I mean, the blade is so big that it fits into this handle, into the scales. It was a nightmare designing it. But on Monday, I was already making. I was just so excited about the build. And on Monday, I was cracking ahead. And I finished today. I posted pics, and my feed is blowing up. The guys are going nuts.
Yes. So you're going to do, you're actually, do you have plans for it? Are you going to put it on auction, or what are you going to do?
I'm going to auction it. And it's a one-off. I never get another chance to build one of these because I wouldn't build any without Nadi's permission, and he's given me the privilege and permission to build one. So I built one. It's a one-off. It's exactly the size and proportions of Nadi's mini Sabotage. It's just a slip joint. And so, yeah, that's it. It doesn't have a pocket clip as well. There's no pocket clip. But it's Damascus bolsters, it's marble carbon fiber scales, it's titanium liners, and it's running on RKBS bearings. Have you heard of that before? I think there's one other guy that I know of that is doing that, maybe a few. But for me, it was like, wow, this is groundbreaking, man. So it's a smooth butter. And so I think I'm going to put it on auction. There's a lot of interest. My feed is going ballistic. I got DMs going crazy. So I think the fairest way is just to put it on auction, and may the best man win.
No, and I think just get ready, because we're gonna repost it, and I'm sure there's gonna be other people repost it. It's gonna be awesome. And we look forward to seeing stuff like this. This is the kind of stuff that gets people excited, you know. And we're thankful for the talent that you've been given. Today is November 8th, 2018, and we're thankful for you. Thank you for joining in our conversation. One last question, because we've had somebody ask the question down there. If you were a mythical creature, what would you be? Wait, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I'd be an angel.
I got a great answer. So we appreciate you. We enjoy you. We're looking forward to maybe having you at Blade Show again. Maybe some other shows.
I'll definitely be at Blade Show next year, and I'm hoping to do one or two other shows other than Blade Show. I mean, I want to support you guys at Blade Show, so hopefully I can put my knives on your guys' table again. That's really helps me to sort of still do my mingling and my shopping without having to man my table. And if someone's there, you just phone me and I'm there. I mean, it's awesome. I love to be aligned with you guys. Yeah. I'd like to do maybe New York or maybe Vegas. I've got the Guardian. Mm-hmm. First one finished. Few teething problems.
So we didn't talk about the Guardian. Most people don't know about the Guardian. Do you want to talk about it right now?
No. Yeah, I can talk about it.
Hey, Ty.
It's the Guardian is my market.
We lost you for a second.
My entry model.
We lost you right when we asked about the Guardian, and you said you didn't want to talk about it, and then we didn't hear anything.
No, I do. You got me now? Am I coming through?
You're going in and out. It's okay.
Okay. the Guardian is my entry model into the flipper market, and if that is up and running and the market accepts that, I'll definitely go to. I think it'll be G11 in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then maybe New York as well. So yeah, a few trips. I'd love to meet, knife enthusiasts, guys that are passionate about knives, and guys that want to meet me. I'd love to meet them and spend a bit more time with you guys. That's awesome.
Perfect. Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you for joining in with us, and we'll hey, all day we're going to be all about Taze Meades on African Custom Knives. So we'll be reposting your stuff all day.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Have a great day.